I recently purchased a huge collection of metal CDs from eBay. Um, I'm looking to get back into CDs, and I used to be a huge metal fan back in the day, during high school. I'm relatively new to collecting CDs, so I didn't really know what to look out for. I don't know what's good or bad. I think I'm just satisfied with stuff as long as it works. Hold on. Okay. So it's a pretty huge collection. I would say it's about 200 CDs. It's a pretty big amount. They don't come with the case. They came in these little slip covers where you just slip the disc in. The person said that they do come with the original booklets. Some of them are glued together, but I would say for the most part they all come with it. Let's see. So let me show you the eBay post. We're gonna expand this, make it look as big as possible. So this is actually what I was looking at. They have about 21 pictures, and some of the CDs are easy to make out to what they are, but others you have no idea what they are. So when I first saw this, it was really hard for me to determine which CDs I could recognize. I actually spent a couple hours researching this stuff because I didn't want to buy it. It was a lot of money. But at the same time, I kept on seeing CDs that I recognized. One of the ones that caught my eye was these Asking Alexandrias. I have 1 and 2. I was looking to get this one by itself. So I guess you could say I was looking to purchase this CD on its own. But when I went to go look for it, they're going for like $80. I think if you want to get one here in the US, it's like $100 just by itself from eBay. And I found it quite difficult to want to buy this just for $100 by itself. So these are the kind of things that made me want to purchase it. Because I would see these CDs and individually they'll go for a lot of money. And it's not that I want to resell them. I actually want to have these CDs. It's just I don't want to pay an exorbitant amount for just one CD if I could get a huge collection that includes the CD that I'm looking for. So here's some other pictures. The more I kept on researching or looking at this and doing my investigations, I kept on finding more CDs that I liked or that I knew about. So it took some time. And there might be even more CDs that I just didn't bother looking into. I did open the box and I did play some CDs already. Like I would say about a dozen, and they seem to be playing pretty good. I would say they're scratched because most of them were kept right in front of the booklet, so I'm pretty sure over time that does do wear, and I'm gonna do my best to buy some cases and store them properly, because I think if they're stored this way for too long, I think it's gonna damage it. So here we're going to see the Suicide Season by Bring Me the Horizon. There was actually some CDs that came with the box that I didn't even see in this picture, so that was a huge plus. But there were some downsides to it as well because, as I mentioned, the discs are scratched, but they're still playable. So I want to say that the data layer is still intact, but I think if I really want to take care of this collection, I'll have to get them resurfaced. Yeah. One of the ones that that I found out about later on was this one. I'm actually a big fan of this album. It's The Devil Wears Prada. I think Roots Above, Branches Below. But that was one of my big favorite albums back in high school. So I didn't recognize it at first. If you're looking at it like this, unless you know what you're looking for, it's kind of hard to tell that that's what it is. But after a while, the artwork and The Devil Wears Prada, then you go online and you compare it to the actual disc. You're like, okay, this is what it is. So it was kind of fun looking for the discs that I hope was in this collection. So we're actually going to go and open this up right now. It's right here. So we're actually going to walk through and look at these discs. Alright. And I might talk a little bit about the discs as well, because there is some history there. I used to be a big metal fan in high school. I started listening to rock in elementary, middle school. Then I want to say around high school is when I started listening to more heavy metal, screamo type music. So I'm going to put the box below, and we're just going to pull them out one by one. Okay. Okay. I don't know all of these bands, by the way. So it'll be a pretty good experience having to find new music, listen to new music. But the first disc that we're going to open, hope you can see it well right there, because I have a top-down camera. The first CD that we have is this one right here. I'm not sure what this is. It says Black Market, but it does come with the booklet, which is very helpful. Danzel. I've never actually seen this this album before, so I'm gonna have to take a listen to this. Okay, so that's one. As you can see, the disc is pretty scratched, but a lot of these, believe it or not, they still play. So as long as they play, I have no problem. And if I could find a way to get these resurfaced at a good price because of the quantity, I'll probably do that. So let's see what we got over here. We have... So this is sort of like a gift, like a surprise. It's you're chasing the high, like, okay, what's in this mystery box? It's not so much of a mystery because all the pictures were on eBay, but it's still a surprise in a way. So this disc is Breathe the Sky. I'm not sure who it's by. Unless Breathe the Sky is the actual artist. What Demons Do to Saints. It's pretty cool. I've never listened to this album. The artwork looks pretty sick. Next, the next one we have is I don't even know what the heck this is, but we have the booklet, so this is actually glued together. Yeah, if you guys recognize this, let me know. I've never heard of this this album or this group. I think it might be because when you listen to something you like, you tend to listen to that one thing over and over again, and you don't go out and explore other things. Here we go. We have Molotov solution. I don't know. But this is the CD that we have right here. Pretty cool. And here is the book cover. Okay. So far I haven't heard of any of these bands or these albums before. Okay, there's a backside to it as well. So there we go. What is this? I have no idea what the heck this is, but something girls. Don't understand the font. The Game of Life. I think that's the name of the album. Never heard of this album either. Okay. Ready to put this back. The next one that we have is Rise to Dominate. Never heard of this album either. I have a lot of catching up to do. That is the disc. Metal Blade Records too. This booklet is glued together, so I can't take it out. But I'll do my best to preserve what I have. What do we have here? Let's take a look. This is Path of Fire. And these discs are pretty messed up. Also by Metal Blade Records. Here's the cover. There's so much music, so little time. Okay. Yeah, I feel like every time I slide them back in, they get damaged in some way. I don't know what this is right here. 6 Feet Under Commandment. Metal Blade Records. I don't recall listening to these guys. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, let's flip this around because there's a backside to it. Oh wait, that's it. Alright, that was the first one. We're going to set this aside. Let's pull out the next one. Okay. Let's see. Kill What I Adore. Ironclad Recordings. Whatever It Takes. Never heard of them either. Here is the artwork. Let's slide this back in. Okay. Solve the Wound. This album cover looks familiar, but I don't have any recollection of me listening to them. And I'm getting much older too, so I'm losing my mind. Here's artwork. I'm gonna try to see if I could cut this so you guys don't have to see the whole thing of me having to take him out. Here we have, I don't know what this is. Salt. Is this also Salt the Wound as well? It might be Salt the Wound. Might be another version. Never heard of this band either. But this is the CD. And this is the cover. I should probably put this in first like that. Okay, so this album I do remember. Okay. Yes, it has the girl. Yes. It has the girl with the guts on in her hands. So this is Bring Me the Horizon Suicide Season. This one I do remember listening to back in high school. I think their biggest song on there, I think the songs I remember is The Come Down and Chelsea Smile. I think those are the two songs I remember. Here's the artwork. Comes with a transparent paper. Let's see what songs they have on here. Does it have a list of songs? It does. It does have a list of songs. Okay. The Come Down, Chelsea Smile. Yep. So I'll be listening to this one for sure. Okay. Let's flip this around, see what we have here. Oh, all right. What is this right here? Oh, I know what this is. This is Slipknot. This is the album that has Before I Forget. What's the name of that album? I forget. I don't know. Yes, but it's the album that has Before I Forget in it. I don't remember the name. But here's the CD. And here is the cover. And the backside. I will definitely be listening to that. Now, I know you could listen to this stuff online, but I think the whole reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to have the highest quality versions of these songs, because I don't want to use my phone at the gym, and I want to have a dedicated music device, and I don't want to just download the music off YouTube. It's already low quality there, so when you download it, it's just going to be even more low quality, or at least that's what I think. And if I could just rip the CDs, or rip music from the actual CDs and put them onto my device, I'll have the highest quality version of the song that I could get. At least that's my hypothesis. So the next album that we have is Lamb of God, Scarment. This one actually has an FBI privacy warning on it. You could see right there. I do have some recollection of listening to a couple songs in this album. So here's the artwork. Let's see if I recognize any of these songs. I remember Redneck for sure. That's about it. But there might be more songs. I just don't remember which ones I was listening to during that time. Okay, let's put this back in. Fear Factor. I remember the show Fear Factor. Didn't know they had a song or a band. Oh, whoa, there's a surprise back here. Oh, there's two Fear Factors. Whoa, look at that. There's two CDs in here. Oh, one's a DVD and the other one is the actual music. So here is the actual CD and here is the DVD. And here is the artwork, or the cover. There's no writing on this artwork actually, but hey, we'll take it the way we will. Okay. Let's see. I've never heard of this band, by the way. Fear Factor Archetype. I'll need to give them a listen. This is a more popular band. Killswitch Engage. Oh, there's two CDs. Is there a surprise back here? Oh, it's a live bonus. I didn't even know we had this. Because when I was going through this, when I opened it, I didn't pull out every single disc. I just pulled out some bands. So there might be a little surprise where there's two discs under the booklet. Or a disc under the booklet. But I did listen to Killswitch Engage. Not so much, but I did listen to them. Their songs are pretty popular. But here is the disc. And here is the artwork with the disc. Luckily, the person selling this, or the original owner, I'm not sure if the person selling this collection was the original owner. But whoever the owner was, you could tell he kept his collection together. And I'm gonna do my best to take care of it. I'm not gonna resell it or anything like that. Anyways, my curse. I remember my curse. I know a WWE wrestler, I think CM Punk, he had one of Killswitch Engage's songs as his intro. And I've actually seen Killswitch Engage live. I would say about 2 times. First time was in Sacramento, I think. Yeah, Sacramento. Last year in Sacramento, I actually went to Rock Hard Live. I think that's the venue or the whole place. They were playing there with Bullet for My Valentine, Trivium. Wait, no, that was a different day. Yeah, no, that was a different event. But I did go see Killswitch Engage, and I want to go see him another time at a festival. It was so it was like a bunch of bands, and I don't think they were headlining or anything like that, but I did go see him, and they put on a pretty good show. What is this? The bonus content. So we'll put this back. Oh no! Go inside. Let's see. Okay. So that is it for this booklet right here. We still have like, I want to say 15 to go, so it's gonna be a while. I hope I have enough memory or storage for this. Okay, here's the next ones. So these CDs weren't in the picture, so this was actually a surprise. I actually have All Hope Is Gone, so I was kind of bummed. Not too bummed, but I was like, well, I already have that, so it's not anything special. So I actually have All Hope Is Gone as the actual CD. See? Comes with the case and everything. And I actually have the Slipknot one, and the CD is actually called The Subliminal Verses, Volume 3. But this collection came with another All Hope Is Gone, so that's very nice. All That Remains. So Overcome. I like this album a lot when it came out. You see right there. There was a lot of good songs on this. If I were to look back in time, I remember I had an iPod Touch, and we were going to Mexico. I think we were driving to Mexico, and I had filled my iPod Touch with a bunch of songs, and there was many songs from this album that I had on there, and I was listening to this album a lot on the way there. So this is a pretty good album, in my opinion. At least it got me through some times. This album is really nice too. All That Remains, The Fall of Ideals. I like this album a lot too. I have never seen All That Remains live. I think there have been some opportunities to go see them, but I've never actually gone to see them. So this is a pretty cool surprise because these were not in the pictures on the eBay poster. Were not in the pictures, so it was a nice surprise to see this. Because I like these albums. I like All That Remains, and so it's a good treat. All Hope Is Gone. This is pretty much a classic. All Hope Is Gone, Slipknot. I think this needs no introduction. It's just one of those classic albums. I think I was in high school when this thing came out. Freshman, sophomore. But this album hit when it launched, with Psychosocial. I think it's still a hit to this day, of course. It's a classic now. But yeah, All Hope Is Gone. I hope to one day get a guitar and just play songs that I like. I don't want to be in a band or anything, but just to learn and play some solos or something. Okay. Here we have a band I've never heard about. Labyrinth. Like Labyrinth Wall from Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsehood Apocalypse. Or no. Flesh God Apocalypse. Flesh God Apocalypse Labyrinth. Oh, I like the labyrinth on the artwork right there. I don't know if you can see it. But it looks pretty cool. Reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Labyrinth Wall. But here is a CD. I've never heard of these guys, so I'll give them a listen. I'm sure they're good. I'm sure someone out there likes them. And if someone likes them, then there's a reason why. Okay, let's flip this around. Okay, we have another Slipknot album here. This one I do not have separately. But this is... I don't know the name of this album. If you guys know the name, let me know. But here is the CD. I think this is the one that has a song called Wait and Bleed. I believe so. I don't know. But here is the artwork. And here is the CD. I was listening to them in high school as well. But not as much as All Hope Is Gone. Okay. Here we have another Black Market. Animosity. Empires. Don't remember hearing to these guys or listening to them. But here is the CD. And here is the artwork for it. I keep on seeing this CD around, but I don't know what it is or the band. called Static X, I think. Wisconsin Death Trip. Never heard of these guys at all. Yeah. I'll give them a listen. The goal would be to import all of this music onto the iPod or a mobile music device. This Rose Funeral. Never heard of these guys either. Rose Funeral. Here's the CD and the cover. And that's it for this booklet. Let's do another one. We're going to do them all, actually. Okay, what is this? What is this? I don't know some of these bands by the artwork. What is this? All Out War. Assassins in the House of God. I don't have any recollection of listening to these guys before. But if you guys like it, let me know. Here it is. And here is the cover. All Out War. This album cover looks familiar. I feel like I've listened to these guys before, but I don't remember. The Demonstration? The Demonstration? Never heard of them as well. Might have, just don't remember. Oh. So after I checked out some of these CDs when I got them, I didn't feel like I got ripped off. I think I got my money's worth. I didn't feel like I got a crazy deal. But I feel like I did not get ripped off at all. Even though there was one CD that was cracked. What is this? Wolf? Is this... Oh wait, it's backwards. I can't even read that. Wolf. What? Don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. It's weird. Can't read the font. Sometimes you can. If you know the band, you can read it, right? That's how it goes. What is this right here? There's no cover for this one. The Loving Memory Diary? No, there's no way it's diary. I don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. There's no cover. Let's flip it around. Okay, let's see what this is. I don't know what this is. Doesn't look familiar. Okay. Fiendish Regression by Crave. I don't know. Take a look at it. If you guys know what this is, let me know. We are recording 4K, so we only have about 38 minutes left, but I might have to stop the video and insert a new memory card. Alright, let's see what this is. Oh, there's 2 CDs in here. Whoa, that's so cool. So this is actually All Out War as well. Look at this. Pretty cool. I don't know. All Out War into the Killing Fields. So I was not expecting this. This was under a booklet. I'm curious to see what else we're going to find. I hope I find one of those hard to get albums. That'll be cool. But Time Waits for No Slave. I can't read that. I don't know what the heck that is, but here it is. Artwork. And of course the surprise CD that we did not see. Probably gonna have to put that in here. I know they're getting. I know I'm probably scratching them a bit more by taking them out and putting them back in. So here we have Whitechapel. Yeah, that is Whitechapel. I know Whitechapel's font. I did listen to one song by Whitechapel from this album. I forgot which one it was. I'll need to listen to it for me to remember what it was. But pretty cool. I'll give them a listen as well. I have been to, I think, 1 or 2 of Whitechapel's concerts. In more recent times. I think I went last year. I was never really a big fan of Whitechapel. I think Whitechapel was too hardcore for me back in the day. But I gave them a listen at the end of 2024, and I became a big fan of their Kin album. K-I-N. And it wasn't too hardcore, and I liked it a lot. Okay. Beneath the Sky. Never heard of these guys. Maybe I have. Artwork looks somewhat familiar, but yeah. Let's flip it around. What do we have here? Okay, that's it for that. Let's get another one. Okay, let's see. Where do we start? Let's start right here. I don't know what this is yet. Death Will Reign. I can't read that. Independence. Doom? I don't know what that says. I don't remember hearing or listening to these guys, but if you guys have, well, just let me know. Like, alright. That's still recording. That should still be recording, right? Should probably move this up a little bit. I'm not sure if it's capturing my voice well. How about there? I think it sounds a little bit better, right? What is this? A Different Breed of Killer, Colossus. Rise Records. Oh, that's pretty cool. Don't remember hearing or listening to these guys. I think listening is a better word. But I feel like I've listened to almost everything. I would just skip through certain music. What is this? Symbiosis. Never heard of these guys before at all. But here is the CD. And here is the cover. Oh no. And I have not heard of this one. Actually, I've seen them. I just don't remember any of their songs. Whoa. Okay. Within the Ruins. This looks familiar, but I don't remember their music. Oh, get in there, get in there. I'm trying not to be that rough with it, but it's hard. Let's flip it around. I don't know what the heck this is, but we're gonna find out. Okay. I don't know what this is. What do you guys think? Look at that texture on that CD. There's like some texture on it. It's hard to tell. This is the artwork. And it's sealed shut. So I don't know what the heck this is. It says, fear as I do? Fear as I whatever. I have no idea what that is. We're gonna have to listen to it. Might have to do a Google search on this album cover to see what I could find on it. Defiler. Defiler. Never heard of these guys before. Okay. Let's see. What is this? This album cover looks nice. I like the artwork on this one, but I don't know what it is. Oh, almost dropped it. Chelsea Grin. Okay. I used to listen to Chelsea Grin, not that much, but I would have listened to them. I don't know which Chelsea Grin album this is, but I'll take it. What could this be right here? At first glance, it reminds me of Whitechapel, but I could be wrong. It is Whitechapel. Look at that. CD. Or Endless War. Whitechapel. Pretty cool. I wish this collection had some of Whitechapel's newer stuff. It might, but I don't think so. I think from what I saw, I didn't see any new stuff. Okay. What is this right here? Okay, let's start from right here. What is this? Eyes of the Dead of the Deal? I don't know what this is. This is like a little poster actually. I'm not gonna open it. But this is the CD. And this is the artwork. It's actually a poster. I'm not sure if that was the intention. Okay, let me put this in there first. Open up, open up. What is this right here? I don't know. I can't make out what that is. I think I've seen some of these albums or these CDs. What is this right here? Look at this. This is... I don't know what that is. I've never heard of this album before. This next one I am familiar with, and they're actually in the process of releasing or remaking this album. This is Count Your Blessings by Bring Me the Horizon. This I do remember listening to in high school. The one song I would listen to the most was Plagues, but it was only until, and I think Black and Blue, but about a couple months ago, I would say late 2025 maybe, I would actually listen to the whole album, and the whole album is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice little set. So they are gonna re-release this, not re-release, but remake it. And I think they've already remade one song that they've released to the public. I don't know what this is right here. Years Spent Cold? Years Spent Cold? Never heard of them, or at least I don't remember. CD, book cover. What is this right here? I don't know. Glass or Blast? I think Glass Casket. Desperate Man's Diary. I don't know what this is. I might have listened to them. I don't remember. But here is the CD. And here is the artwork. This gives me Breaking Benjamin kind of vibes, but it's not Breaking Benjamin. Skinless. Relapse. Trample the Weak. Hurdle the Dead. Yeah. Here's the CD. And our artwork. Okay, what is this over here? I do not understand what that says. Nope. If you guys know what this is, let me know. I think that's it for this booklet. Next. Okay. Whoa. I don't know what this is. Burn the Priest. Okay. Don't know. Don't remember hearing or listening to these guys. I don't know what this is. Yep. Within the ruins. Invade? Is that what it says? What is this? Napalm Death Smear Campaign. No recollection of this whatsoever. Let's see, what is this right here? Darkest Day of Horror. Don't remember listening to these guys. It's a little hot. I think it's the summer and it's about 100 degrees average. This is nice. I don't know what it says. Confidence and... I don't know. Too pure... Conquest. Okay. Okay, Too Pure to Die. Never heard of them either. But here is the CD. And the cover. It'll be exciting finding new music that I've never heard of. It's always fun. It's sort of like a serendipity moment. Immortalization, Majesty and Decay. Don't know what the heck this is. Keep on telling myself to put the CD first and the booklet on top, but I forget. Okay, don't know what this is. Yeah, I do not know what that is. Disease. Stretch of the deceased? I don't know. But here is the CD. And the album artwork. Okay, put the CD first. And then the cover. Okay. Okay, we got the back part too, so we're going to get another one. Alright, let's see what we have here. There is no CD in the back. Dawn of Ashes. Genocide Chapters. Don't remember hearing or listening to these guys before. And these discs need to be resurfaced. They're not good. But if they play, then they're good enough. As you can see, we're going to put the CD first and then the booklet. Okay, let's see what we have here. This looks nice. It's a pig. What is this? The Dead Walk. I don't know what this is. There's some text right there if you could read it. Yeah. Wow, this looks awful. This is bad, bad, bad. I need to get these discs out of here immediately because they are not looking too good. Look at this right here. Don't know what this is. Before the Throne of Infection. This looks familiar. Is this no, it can't be. Is this Shadow of Intent? No, it's too old to be Shadow of Intent, right? It's just this reminds me of Shadow of Intent. No, it doesn't look like it. No, it can't be Shadow of Intent. Anyways, here is the CD and the cover. What do we have here? Depths. Don't know what that says. Official MySpace. MySpace was a big deal back then. I actually had a MySpace too. It's chipped. No, it's not chipped. Yep, I had a MySpace. Suffocate. Suffocate, no mercy or no mercy, no forgiveness. Don't remember listening to these guys back then. Surprising how much metal music there is. Actually. It's already 12:30. Oh, dang. Okay. I don't know what this says. Something war. Malevolence. Malevolence. Never heard of these guys before. CD's decent. Depends who you ask, I guess. Okay, what is this? What is this? I like the artwork, it looks nice. Oh, it's Whitechapel. That I did not expect. Is this actually the Whitechapel CD? It might be, I'm not sure. It says Whitechapel. Get in there. I'll put the CD at the bottom. Oh, we have more Whitechapel stuff. Oh wait, no, this wasn't Whitechapel. There's actually 2 CDs here. Noise for music's sake. Don't know what the heck this is. There is two. I don't even think these are the discs that belong with this, so there might be some surprises in here. We're gonna have to go through these. I don't know what they are. Yeah. You will see. They may actually be official discs. Who knows? Yeah, they are. But I don't think this is the correct artwork for it. Oh wait, it is actually. Yeah, because it says right here, noise for music's sakes. And it has a list of music. Okay. So, let's put this above. What's on the back part? We did the back already, so let's move on to a new one. Okay. Ooh, look at this. So I knew what this was before even having to look at it because of the artwork. So this is Miss May I, but which Miss May I? Apologies are for the weak. This album I did listen to as well back in high school. I think even when I was in Mexico, I was listening to this on my iPod Touch. I do have memories being on the back of a truck listening to this album, or music's on this album. Pretty good album. I heard this is one of the best albums of all time. I saw on Reddit. In terms of metal music. I don't know. It was pretty good, but I don't think it was the best. It might be if I listen to it again. Who knows? Okay, what is this right here? Ion Dissonance. Never heard of them. Might be good. Okay. Let's see. Minus the Herd. That's the album name. Okay, let's see what this is. Don't know what that is. Nope. It's Metal Blade Records. If you guys know what this is, let me know. Yeah. Fit for an Autopsy. I heard of Fit for an Autopsy before. I've heard of them. I never really listened to their music that much. But here it is. The Process of Human Extermination. Nice. The back part. Okay. Destruction of a Rose. What the heck? I think that's what it says. Destruction of a Rose. Yeah, but here's the CD. And the artwork. This one has no artwork or cover, but Bleed the Sky, Murder the Dance. Here's the CD. So this is where it gets interesting. So this was one of my favorite albums of all time right here. This I did not see in the pictures. In the pictures that the person was providing, this was actually a surprise. This is actually really cool. Parkway Drive. So Parkway Drive was the band that got me into actual screamo type music, like metal. The album was Killed Him With a Smile, and the song was Pandora. That was a song that actually dictated the moment, like, okay, I'm gonna start listening to this kind of music. And that was back in high school. I think I was maybe a sophomore, junior. Yeah. But the Horizons album, which I think came afterwards, was pretty good too. I would listen to this album all the time. And all of my friends, nobody listened to Parkway Drive. I was like the only guy. And many people would brush it off. Like, oh, like they never even heard of the band. But I want to say Parkway Drive became more predominant over the years. But this is a pretty sweet album. I actually saw them live last year. They weren't headlining or anything. I think they played a couple songs. They played one of the newest songs that they haven't released the full album for. But they did play Carry On, which is, I think, one of the top songs in this album. I'm a big fan of 5 Months. Horizons is really good too. Idols and Anchors, really great. There's just a lot of hits, a lot of cool solos in this album. Parkway Drive is one of my favorites for sure. I don't think I got Killing With a Smile, unfortunately, with this collection. That would have been sick. But who knows? It might be hidden. Who knows? What is this? Abysmal Dawn? Traveling the Plane of Existence. Never heard of these guys. I'm gonna give them a listen though. Let's put this underneath. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next. It's pretty good CDs. I want to say we're about halfway there. Oh, no. Okay. American Head Charge, The Art of War. I don't remember listening to these guys. I'm not sure if this is an official CD or a burned one. I want to say it's official. But yeah, here it is. I'm gonna have to put a memory card. I wonder if it's hot swappable. I wonder if it is. If it's not, then fudge. That'd be kind of lame. Let me slap one in there. I hope it doesn't corrupt this file. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the battery anyway, so I'm gonna have to shut this camera down and insert a new memory card and replace the battery because it is sucking battery like crazy. Yeah. Okay, next album is System of a Down. Which System of a Down CD this is, I don't know. You guys could see that from right there. It's probably determine what kind of songs they are. Okay. Here we have can't even say that. The Reign of Darkness 2. Cool artwork, for sure. Oh, let's put this beneath this. What do we have here? This is Despised Icon, the Healing Process. Never heard of these guys, but here they are. This is Divine Hersey. That's the CD. Never heard of these guys before. Two minutes left until my memory card dies. Why is this one able to record much longer? Huh. Okay, this is called... I can't even say that. But here is the CD. And the artwork. And the artwork. Alright guys, we're going to stop it right there. Let me just charge my batteries and put in the memory card. I'll come back. This video stuff's a lot of work, believe it or not. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Never heard of this CD right here. Catraclysm. The Northern Hyper Blast. If you guys know any proper ways to store these CDs without the case, the actual case, so let me know. What is this right here? Don't know what this is. Here is the CD and the artwork for this. Open up, open up. What? Okay, ritual or what the heck? Something rituals or Reynolds. I don't know what this is. Can't read that font. But here is the CD. Okay. This one's a pretty thick album cover. Primitive Soulfly. Never heard of these guys either. Let's flip it around. Unearth. I've seen this album cover, this artwork before. I just don't remember any of their songs. What is this? I do not know. 6 Feet Under, Bringer of Blood. Six Feet Under, Bringer of Blood. Never heard of them. From Sacrifice to Survival. Skinless. Devil Diver. The Last Kind of Words. The Last Kind of Words. Don't know what this is. Okay, let's get another one. We're almost there. I don't know what this is. The Respect issue. It's only one CD. The Respect issue, never heard of this. Oh, it's Emer. Emer. I actually listened to Emer. Not that much, because I always thought they were pretty hardcore. A bit too hardcore, but they did have some songs that were pretty catchy. And so I gave them a listen here and there, but not too much. I'll probably listen to them again now that I have the CDs. So here they are. There's a bunch of stuff on here. See? It's like Lent or... But here it is. Check it out. Another Emer CD. No artwork though. Keep Out. Okay. This, I've never seen this artwork before. Don't know what this is. Slave to the Game. Emer, also. Okay, so I think this whole page is Emer. It's an interesting artwork. I've never seen this, but I get what they're trying to say. Okay, go inside. We have another Emer CD. I do remember seeing this artwork. This is Goodbye to the Ghouls, Emer. More Emer. Is that how you pronounce it, by the way? If not, let me know. This is the album I remember seeing all those years ago. This album cover. Yeah. Speaker of the Dead. So here we go. Oh, it's backwards. Speaker of the Dead. Wow, this person really had the whole collection. I'm not even sure if this is all their CDs, but he has a bunch. He had a bunch. Another Emer album. This one is Enemies. Enemies. There we go. It's pretty cool. What is this? Himsa, Summon in Thunder. Don't know what this is. Oh, it's kind of awkward. Animosity. Animal. Never heard of these. Never heard of this album or these guys. Cool. That was a lot of Emer. I'll tell you what. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay. Don't know what this is, but it looks like the front is damaged. Despised Icon. The Ills of Modern Man. I wonder if this one will still play because the front is like a little bit damaged. It might still play. Who knows? Here it is. The Avarice of Man. The Avarice. Thread. Shore. Don't know too much about these guys. The artwork looks cool though. It looks pretty sick. There's so much unknown. There's probably so many good songs here that I've never came across. Here we have the red cord. The disc is really shiny. It shows like a little eagle right there too. Looks pretty sweet. Never heard of these guys either. You know when you look at a song you listen to and then you remember the artwork? This one doesn't ring a bell. Nope. Lions. Okay, what is this right here? Let's see. Okay. I don't know what this is. Not independent. Something Doom. The Serpent Servant. Oh, these discs are kind of bad. Oof. I'll be surprised if this one plays. If not, we're going to try to... If they're really bad, maybe resurface them at best. What do we have here? All Shall Perish. I actually want to go see All Shall Perish at the beginning of 2025. I think July 5th. No, January 5th, my bad. San Francisco. And I think they had just got back together because they were separate for a while. I think the lead singer was parted, or if you want to call him a singer, but he was singing for Chelsea Grin, and I think he came back to All Shall Perish, and they got back together, and they're touring now. So if you want to catch them, go ahead. Okay, so this album, I think I listened to a song or two from this album back in the day, like when I was in high school. The only reason I know that is because of the artwork. I remember this artwork, but I'm gonna have to listen to it all the way again, because I might have developed a new taste for this kind of music. But I do like All Shall Perish. Their Awaken the Dreamers album. That's my favorite album by them. But I know their other albums also have some pretty good music too. Okay. What do we have here? August Burns Red. Classics. Classic band. Okay, so I think this was the first band I went to go see live, but it wasn't intentional. Like, it wasn't my intention to go see them. My friends, they had a ticket where somebody didn't want to come, and I was invited, like, hey, you want to come? And I said, sure. And I wasn't really ready for it because I had so much stuff on me. I had a phone, and I had 2 phones on me and some other stuff, so I was kind of scared of losing it in the crowd, so I was just in the back. I think the venue was Strummers in Fresno, California. But they were the first band that I went to go see. I didn't really listen to them back then. I did start listening to them afterwards. But I'll definitely check them out again. Here is the CD and artwork. Thrill Seeker. Let's see. Okay. So, again, a lot of these discs, when I was looking at them on eBay, they were hard to make out what they were. Some of them don't even have text on the actual CDs, so you kind of had to dig around and look around. Wrestled, It's All Happening. I Wrestled a Bear Once. Never heard of these guys. Interesting, for sure. Interesting artwork. I have to check them out. Job for a Cowboy. Wow. So this is, I think this is the Doom album, right? So I actually did listen to Job for a Cowboy back then. I think this was the most intense band, like the most hardcore, you would say, out of all the music I would listen to. But I did develop a liking for Job for a Cowboy, especially the album, the Divine, or the album Genesis. They had a song called The Divine Falsehood. That was my favorite song. It was slow, and I just liked the repetitiveness of it. They also had one of my favorite songs by them called Embedded. And I don't think this is this album right here. I think I went back and listened to Doom. Not a big fan, but I'll have to check him out again because it's been so many years. Yeah. Job for a Cowboy. I think people say this is a really good album. I just need to listen to it again. I might end up liking it again. Who knows? But yep, Job for a Cowboy. I'll tell you a little story right now about Job for a Cowboy, or how I found out about them. If there's more Job for a Cowboys on here. Let's see. Okay, no, this way. All right. Chimera, Infection. Don't know what this is. Looks cool though. Oh, another Chimera album. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Don't know which album this is, but it's the same band. Bleed. What is this? So Bleed the Sky. Never heard of these guys before. Cool artwork though. Oh, another Chimera album. Oh, whoa, this one's messed up for sure. I don't think this one's gonna play. Who knows, it might. The top is starting to peel off. I'm not sure if you can see that. I don't want to make it worse, but it might still play. Who knows? Who knows? Chimera Resurrection. Cool. Let me fix the autofocus settings on this to wide. Oh yeah, I lost a piece right there. Holy fudge. Okay, let me see if I could fix the autofocus settings to be wide, because I think it's currently centered. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. This one? Yeah. Focus area, center, fixed. Okay, there we go. Now it's wide. Okay, cool. All right, what do we have here? Don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. Don't know what this is either. There's no artwork for this one. It's like the side of a skull or something. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What is this? It's hard to pull out. There's 2 discs? No, it's just 1 disc. This is a thick. There's 2 albums in here, but only 1 CD. It's part 2 of something. Manifestation. I don't know what this is. If you guys could let me know. There's 2 artworks. It almost feels like there's a CD in here, but there's not. It's just hard as heck. Okay, yeah. So this is the CD and the artworks. You know what? I think I might have to put this back to center because it's kind of hard to get it focused on. Oh, this CD's in bad shape. Yeah. All right, let's see. But we're gonna have to listen to all of these CDs because I bought them and I want to get the most out of it. So let's hope it all works. This is a sampler. Don't know what this is. It's like a bunch of, who knows, man. If you guys know what this is, let me know. Jungle Rock. I keep on seeing Jungle Rock, but I've never really listened to them before. Nope. Yeah. Let's check him out. I keep on seeing people selling Jungle Rock online, but I've never got the chance to listen to them. They might be pretty good. That is one. Cool artwork. I like it. Pretty cool. Ion Descent. Descents Cursed. Don't know what this is. I bet it's pretty cool. Now, a little background about me. I listen to all kinds of music. I would say metal was the biggest out of all the music I would listen to. But I do come from a Hispanic family. So my parents, especially my mom, would play lots of Mexican music. During my adult years, like I would say from 19 through 29, I was more into rap, like hip hop and rap, 90s in particular, that era. But then I would say in the past 2 or 3 years, I've came back to metal, and I'm starting to develop a liking for it again. We got another Jungle Rock CD, Slaughter of the Week. Nice artwork. I like it. Look at that. Check it out. Wow. That's a pretty cool piece of artwork right there. Okay. Hopefully these discs work. They all work. Now, I think I mentioned it before, but I did try about a dozen CDs on my 4K Ultra player, and they worked fine, even though they were scratched. But I'm pretty sure not all of them are going to work, but I'm at least hoping a majority of them work, like at least 80-90%. We have another Jungle Rock, Kill on Command. Pretty cool CD. They have pretty cool artworks on these. Okay. Here's the back side. Oh, this is a thick booklet. Oh, there's a CD in here. Oh, there's another. That's a bonus DVD, that's why. Okay, Day of the Morning. Dispenser icon? Don't know. Yeah, but here it is. It did come with a bonus DVD, but I'm not really going to show you. You know what, might as well. What the heck. This is the bonus DVD. We're going to put it in here. Never heard of this band. And I don't remember the artwork for it too, so. Okay. Upon a burning body, the world is ours. I think I remember listening to The World Is Ours. I don't remember. But here it is. For Today. So I actually did listen to For Today in high school a lot. But not this album. I don't think it was this album. I wish it was still together because I would have loved to see them live. I think I did some research and I was watching their live videos and people said that they're not performing live anymore. So it's kind of sad when bands separate, but it happens. And if you get the chance to see them live, go for it because you'll never know if they're going to separate or something. I didn't start going to live shows until last year. Before that, I wouldn't go to shows because what the heck. I should mention that I had a child at a very young age, at the age of like 19, 20. And so when you have a kid or a child, you have to put your life on hold. Depending on your situation, you know, if you're well off, if you're well to do, you could probably get away with not putting your life on hold. But if you have a job, if you have other responsibilities, like you have to go to school, you kind of have to put a bunch of things aside. Like you can't have fun, you can't. What I mean by fun is you can't really go out and do whatever you want because you always have to think about your child. You have to spend time with them. You have to teach them things. They're going to cause trouble. They're going to, you know, that's just part of being a parent. You have to be there for your kids, and you can't just go out and do whatever you want whenever you feel like it. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to go and be back in 2 weeks. You have to have a plan. And my child has been with me since, for the majority of the time, I would say about 95% of the time, as opposed to the mom. I've had her significantly more, so that does come with its own challenges. And the mom also lives hours away, so it's not like I could just drop her off to her. The whole burden falls on me and my family. Sorry to get distracted right there, but I just had to mention that. Yeah, if you can, go to concerts. If you don't have kids, then it's the best time. If you do have kids, then you may have to sacrifice some time and raise your kids, and then when they're a little bit older and they're not causing too much trouble, they're a bit more relaxed, and you could go out and have more fun, have a bit more freedom, if it allows it. All right, let's see. After the Burial. I've heard people talk about this band. I never really got into them. I don't remember their music, so I'm pretty sure they're good. I'll need to check them out one of these days. Go inside, go inside. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Okay, another one. What do we have here? More jungle rot, it looks like. What is this? Don't know what this is. Beneath the Massacre. Mechanics of Dysfunction. Cool. I'll need to listen to them. Never heard of them. But here they are. What is this? A Vader? Is that what it's called? A Vader? That's pretty cool. Nice, nice. Never heard of them. Okay, let's see. Death, the Concealers. Never heard of these guys. Artwork looks pretty cool. It amazes me how much metal music there is out there, and how much I've never listened to. You only listen to the good stuff, and then you forget about some other bands. But then you realize that some of those other bands have some pretty good songs in there too. 20% off. Okay, let's see. Warzone. Jungle Rot. Okay. Another Jungle Rot CD. This is going to be a really long video. Oh, there's a backside too. August Burns Red. Leveler. I think I've seen this artwork somewhere. Oh, I like the disc. I thought it was cracked for a sec, but no, that's just the design of it. It's pretty cool. Here it is. Okay. Oh, this is pretty cool. I do remember seeing this artwork for sure. August Burns Red. Messengers? Pretty cool. I forget which songs they have in here, but I'll need to give them a listen. Do like a thorough listening. I do want to listen to all of these, and maybe we could listen to them together. I could do like a live stream or something. I don't know. We'll need to see how this goes. I don't want to overpromise anything, because who knows where life's going to take us. Look at this. In the Arms of Devastation. Pretty cool. What is this? I cannot read that at all. Whoa. Fallen angel refused to kneel. I don't even know what the heck this is. Okay. Let's see what we have over here. What does it say? Through the eyes of the dead. Malice. Cool. Never heard of this CD, but here it is. Oh, look at this. The Devil Wears Prada. Plagues. This is a pretty cool album. I never got to really appreciate this album that much. It was only until I went to go see him live in Sacramento in a venue called Ace of Spades. That was my actual first intentional time that I saw a metal band. And that was the Devil Wears Prada. I think it was November 25th last year. No, 2024 actually. Yeah. And I was more of a fan of the album with Branches Below, Roots Above. I think that was my favorite Devil Wears Prada album. But it was only until I went to the concert when I developed an appreciation for the Plagues albums. Because I would always hear people say, hey John, what's your name? And I didn't really care about it that much, but it's only until I saw it at the concert when I really liked it. But this album has a lot of good hits in the metal world. HTML Rules, Hey John, What's Your Name, and a couple others that stand out. But this is a pretty good album. Plagues. All right, here we have Miss May I used to listen to this album, I think. Yeah, I would listen to this album too back in the day. I don't know too many of the songs that are used in this album or which songs it has, but I just know I would listen to this CD back then. Or not CD, but the actual music. We weren't really using CDs, we were just downloading stuff off the internet. I think used a little bit of LimeWire back then. If not, you would download it off iTunes. Not so much of that, because you don't want to pay for each individual song. Oh, I think there's 2 CDs in here? No, just one. Yeah. This is August Burns Red. I know that for a fact. Constellations. The CD looks pretty cool. It's 3 people holding a kite, flying the kite. It's pretty sick. August Burns Red. It's a classic. Now, during high school, I wasn't like a hardcore metal person. Yeah, I was only like the second half, and I couldn't really connect with that many people because they weren't listening to metal like I was. AM Heat. Don't know what this is. American Me. I heard about the movie called American Me. Oh wait, is this the movie? Is this like the soundtrack for that movie? I don't know. I don't think so. If it is, cool. But I heard about American Me. I think it's about prison gangs. I heard it was a pretty big deal. Never watched the movie though. Definitely need to. This looks nice. We're toned? I don't even know what that says. Beyond the Gate. Hopefully you have enough battery. I need to change the settings on this camera because there's a setting on there where I think it makes everything brighter. It makes your screen brighter, and I think that's what's sucking the battery off this camera. I could always plug it through USB-C, but I don't want to do that right now. As Blood Runs Black, Instinct. I've seen this album cover before, but I've never listened to these songs. But here it is. I really hope this this collection had a Bless the Fall or a Crimson Armada. What the heck is this? Decide, Go, or To Hell with God. Never heard of these guys before. Okay. We're almost there. All right. Decide, the Stench of Redemption. Nice. Never heard of them. I wonder how long it's going to take to listen to all these songs. Maybe a year, huh? If I were to not do it all the way through. Something Doom. I think I've seen this band throughout this collection. Multiple albums for sure. Whoa. My lips are getting dry. I have a fan blowing in the back, so it's trying me out. I think that's an actual thing. If you have a fan pointed at you, eventually it'll dry you out. So you'll need to replenish your liquids. Oh, fudge. I don't think an energy drink is good for replenishing yourself because I think it dries you, it takes away liquids. Who knows? Don't know what this is. Can't even pronounce that. Oh, this thing is so scratched. I hope it plays. Oh well. We knew what we got ourselves into. We can't be mad or anything like that. We know what we were buying. We knew the risk. However, I'm still pretty optimistic about these CDs working. I'm sure a lot of them will work. The ones I tried, the dozen that I tried worked, so even though CDs are scratched, they'll still play. Just depends how bad it's scratched. Too Pure. This kind of reminds me of the YouTube guy who investigates corruption. I forgot his name. But he usually wears like a white shirt and suspenders, or at least that's how I remember him. That's pretty cool. Too Pure to Die. Never heard them. All right, here we go. What's this? This is pretty thick. Is there another CD in here? Nope. The Red Chord, another Red Chord CD. Never heard of this band or this album. What is this? In the midst of what? I feel like I'm missing a word in there, a letter. In the midst of lies, leasons. Who knows? Ooh, look at this. Job for a Cowboy. Alright, so I told you guys I was going to tell you a story about Job for a Cowboy. So, how I came to listen to this band. So, I think I was in 7th grade. I was at Fresno High School. In the computer lab, I think it was computer class. And there was a guy named Paul. I forgot his last name, but his name was Paul. He looked like a rocker, a metal guy, you know, by the way they dressed, the way they did their hair. But I told him that I listened to rock, and he sat behind me, and he told me, oh, you should listen to this band called Job for a Cowboy. And I think the songs he introduced me were Constitutional Masturbation or Regurgitated Disformation. And I actually like some of those songs. And so that's how I came to like Job for a Cowboy. And then from there, I moved on to the album called Genesis, and that was one of my favorite Job for a Cowboy albums. I think there's 2 songs on there. The Divine Falsehood. I think that was the Divine Falsehood was the first video, my first YouTube video that I made back in 2010. So I think I was actually making videos on YouTube since 2010. And the video was showing, it was like a slideshow of Halo Reach images, and they used the Divine Falsehood as the background song to that video. Pretty cool. I still listen to this music from time to time, not as much, but I'll definitely listen to the CD. Pretty good album. Embedded. I think recently, I saw somewhere that the drummer or the guitarist passed away. Rest in peace to him. But hopefully the band could find a suitable replacement if they're touring still. I've never seen Job for a Cowboy live, but would like to see them if they're playing an album that I'm familiar with. Very cool. Here we have, what do we have here? And Hell followed within? I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but here is the CD. 4K, 24p, 29 minutes. I got 29 minutes of recording left on this CD. Here it is. We're almost there. I want to say we have about 5 more. Five more of these little booklets, CD booklets. Maybe 6, who knows. Okay, here we go. Don't know what this is. Whore, something I can't even pronounce this. But I'm going to listen to all of them, so we'll find out what it is or what kind of music this is in the future. Now, I would like to make it clear that I listen to all kinds of music, and if this goes the direction that I hypothesize it'll go, just know that this isn't going to be an only metal channel. So if you there might be music that you might not like if you're just looking for metal. There's going to be other stuff as well. Oh, look at this. Wow. This is interesting. This is Drop for a Cowboy Ruination. So this is the album that has the Constitutional Masturbation, Regurgitated This Formation, which is my favorite song. Looks like there's some water damage maybe. But that's pretty cool. Drop for a Cowboy Ruination. I did not expect this to be the album or the art for the disc. I thought it was going to be something similar to the cover art on the booklet, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Can't wait to listen to that. Job for a Cowboy. I think they're a little underrated, or they were. Not many people know about them. Okay, what is this? What is this? From the Shallows, Beyond the Unknown. I don't remember listening to these guys, but here they are. Okay. It's already 1:44. God dang. I almost had to start work. I had to hurry up. This is taking longer than I thought. This is Whitechapel. This is Exile. This is literally taking longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be done within an hour, but nope. I might have to stop and shoot the rest of it the next day, tomorrow. What do we have here? Vial of Maya. Cool. But I want to get the shoot done right now. Just want to shoot it today and edit tomorrow. Okay. What is this? I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but we'll find out. We'll find out what this is. Not to worry. A lot of these things are chipping away. V, this is a V. Vial of Maya, again, different album. There we go. Yeah. I need to eat some protein. I'm dying. Suffocation. Don't know this band, but there they are. Okay. There is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Holy moly. Oh, fudge. What is this? The Thorn. Can't even pronounce that. Oh, look, another Emir. Oh, that's where the Emir artwork for that other CD is at. For today, this is one thick. For today. What is this? Full-blown chaos, heavy lies the crown. Don't know what this band is, but I've seen them constantly throughout this collection. Don't know who these are. From Mars to Cyrus. Cyrus. Okay. This is something war. I don't know what it is. Don't know what this is either. In the midst of, I don't know what the heck that is. I can't pronounce it. Oh, crap. We have another All Shall Perish. This is the price of existence. Pretty cool. MySpace music. The price of existence. Pretty cool. Actually got to listen to some of their songs live. What is this? Don't know what this is. Something Doom. I've seen this album throughout this collection. I mean, this band throughout the collection. It must be really good. I don't know what this is. Looks like Palpatine from Star Wars. Oh, look at this more. We have Drop for a Cowboy, Democracy? It's not Democracy, is it? Oh, I think this is one of their newer CDs too. I think, well, not too new, but newer than the Genesis. All Shall Perish. This is where it ends. Nice. Consumed by your poison, despised icon. Here's another one of this band's albums. Northern Hyper Blast, the victims of this fallen world. Pretty cool. We got 5 more. Okay. Don't know what this is. Interesting artwork, but don't know what this is. I think we already have this CD. Oh wait, there's 2 of them. What the heck? Okay, one of them's a DVD. Don't know what this is. I thought we had one already. There's like some stains on here. But here it is. There's 2 CDs, the other one's a DVD. So, yeah, not much we could do there. This is the Quantorius. Don't know what this is. This thing is stuck on there. I think I'm pulling the wrong thing, that's why. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't even notice this. This is the Devil Wears Prada, the Zombie EP. I did not even know I had this was part of the collection. That's pretty sweet. Yes, this was a pretty nice nice album right here. I like this one. It's a short one, but it's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That is pretty sweet. The Zombies. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Don't know what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. The Autumn Ephemeral? Don't know what this is. Don't know. We're at 40% battery. I have this CD. Don't know too much about it. Okay, so this is one of my favorite albums of all time, but unfortunately, it was cracked. So I even tried playing it, and I did not want to play at all. Yeah. With Roots Above and Something Something Below. My favorite song was Des Moines. When I went to go see him live in Sacramento about 2 years ago, they did play Des Moines, so it was a pretty good experience. I liked it. They also played Hey John, What's Your Name? And I think HTML Rules as well. Kind of bummed that that didn't work because I was hoping for it to work. Okay. Almost there. Trigger the Bloodshed. There we go. Don't know what this is. Something Girls. Don't know this band. I'll need to check them out. Alright, look at this. So this is one of the reasons why I bought this album, was for this. This is the thing that caught my eye first. Asking Alexandria. Crap, I can't even pull it all out. This was their first album, and I think this is one of the most legendary albums of all time. I think when they were coming up, there was nothing else out there that sounded like them, as far as I could tell. Stand Up and Scream was really, really good. And, you know, when they released their next album, you kind of hoped it sounded similar to this, or at least it could top it off, or at least maintain the sound. I would say it didn't do that good of a job, and as the years went by, each album became less of what this was. This was an amazing album, one of the best in my opinion. It's just unfortunate they couldn't keep on making music like this. I understand bands need to change and they change their style, but the change was pretty drastic. It went from sounding like 100% or like a 10 to like an 8, and then the next album a 7, 6 in terms of ranking it. But this album is really, really good in my opinion, and you could ask many others. This was a different style of sound that no other band was making at the time, in my opinion. I actually tried this and it works, thankfully. But I tried searching for this album because I wanted to buy it. And they're like $60 and it's from a different country. Or I think if you want to get it here in the United States, it's like $80 or $100. It's just so expensive. I don't see myself paying that much for a CD unless I have no other option. So I looked around, and unfortunately, I was able to find this collection that had the CD. So that's one of the motivating reasons for me purchasing it, because I'm like, hey, This is gonna be included in there, but this alone is like $100, so might as well get it instead of buying this one individual CD for like $100. Just get it part of the collection. Do it. Now, it's only because of how much they're selling it for. Is it actually worth that much? Who knows? It's debatable. But it just depends if people are willing to pay for it. I wasn't, but if I saw that I couldn't get it anywhere else, who knows? I might have pulled the trigger. Here we have Asking Alexandria, Relentless, Reckless and Relentless. I think this was the following CD, the following album that came out after Stand Up and Scream. Pretty good still. Just didn't match the first album's energy, I would say. What is this? Fear Factor, Soul of a New Machine. Nasum? Never heard of these guys. Hackneyed, whatever. Oof. After the Reaping. I'm not even sure if this is the same album. It might be. Burn After Reaping. I don't even think this is the correct artwork for the CD, but we'll find out. Yeah. I think it was actually the other artwork that belonged to that CD. I think they're just mixed up. Well, that was pretty good. We still have more. Oof. What is this? Evergreen Terrace. Don't know too much about this band. Okay. Carcass. Tools of the Trade. Don't know what this is. Parkway Drive. One of my favorite bands of all time. Oh shit. There's no CD. Fudge. Is it inside my 4K Blu-ray player? I don't know. Did it fall out? Oh, this one doesn't have the CD. I thought I saw it. Huh? That's a bummer. That is a real bummer. Here, is this album? That sucks. I'm missing a CD. Don't know what this is. Looks pretty cool though. 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, Z's. Cool. Straight line stitch. Oh, was this Escape the Fate? What? No way, is it? Bury Your Dead. No, I don't think this is Escape the Fate. Kind of reminded me of them for a bit. Napalm Death, Punishment, and Capitals. Alright, I'm going to take a small break. I need to see if I could find this CD somewhere. Hello? Okay, so I think I was actually able to find that Parkway Drive CD. I'm not sure if it's this one, but I pulled it out of the 4K player, so hopefully it is. But yeah. There you go. Alright. We just have about 3 more cases to go. 2 more actually. We're done. Alright. Let's see. What is this? RF. Rose Funeral, Gates of Punishment. Oops. Whoopsie, whoopsie. What is this for today? I think this was a pretty good album. Immortal. For Today, Immortal. What songs does it have? Fearless, Stand Up Foundation. Cool. For Today. If you guys are actually watching all the way through, thank you for watching. I'm not really expecting anybody to watch this all the way through. I just told myself I was going to make this video, and so here I am. Gasper? Deathhammer? No recollection of this guy. What is this? Veil of Maya, Eclipse. Cool. Falsehood Apocalypse. No. That's not Falsehood Apocalypse. Flesh God Apocalypse. Agony. Dying in Arms, Boundaries. Pretty cool. Don't know what this is. Death Infernal. What is this? Fear? Can't even say it. The red chord. Pray for eyes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, last one, guys. Oh, two of them fell out. Fudge. 2 CDs fell out. Don't know what this is. I'm not even sure if this is the right one, but we're just going to put it in there. Okay. I don't think I know any of these bands. But if you guys do, let me know. Oh, Chelsea Grin. Chelsea Grin. Ashes to Ashes. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Chelsea Grin. Didn't listen to them that much, but I know the band. I know they were pretty big at one point. Don't know what this is. Oh, whoa. Is this Attila? Attila. If it's Attila, that's pretty cool. I don't think it's the Attila album that I know, but I know Attila. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the correct CD that belongs to this booklet, but if not, we'll figure it out one day. Yeah. I don't think these are the... I don't think that's the right CD for it. What is this right here? What is this? I don't know what that is. Set your next target? Tuesday? I don't know. Oh, fudge. Alright, last one. I'm not sure if this is the right CD. No, I don't think so. I think this belonged to the other booklet, but we're going to show it anyways. What is this? Don't know. Don't know what this is. But whatever it is, it's there. Bloodlust through the eyes of the dead. Alright guys, I think that's almost it, yeah. I don't know who these are. But yeah, that's it. Those are all the CDs that I got from that purchase on eBay. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good, cool collection. I feel like I got my money's worth, honestly. I don't feel like I got a super crazy good deal, but I don't feel like I got ripped off either. But yeah, I have to get back to work now. I was supposed to start like about 20 minutes ago, but I could just work later today. But just let me know your thoughts. I think this video is going to be well over an hour, probably 2 hours. But I do have some plans to make this for me to listen to all the CDs. So I might do something where I'll have my speakers set up and we could listen to them together. I'm not sure how the copyright stuff is going to work out with YouTube. I'm not sure if they'll ban my channel or what, if I have to go to Patreon. I hope not, but we'll see. We'll see what we could do to make this a good experience. Like I said, it's not just going to be metal music. It's probably going to be some Spanish or also maybe some rap, some regular rock. But I would say metal is going to be the predominant genre because that's what I like the most. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I do have some CDs coming. I do have other CDs that I've owned before that I could show you guys. So we'll do that some other time. I just need to edit this video and upload it so I can move on because I don't want to fall behind. All right. Well, it's nice talking to you guys, and I hope this video reaches a lot of people and you get some enjoyment out of it.